Sometimes, the most innocent ideas create the darkest outcomes. The year was 1986. The city of Cleveland, Ohio, wanted to do something unforgettable. They wanted to break a world record and put their city on the map in the most beautiful way imaginable. The plan was simple yet massive. Release 1.5 million helium balloons into the sky, all at the exact same time. It was supposed to be a symbol of hope, a charity event, a visual masterpiece that would be remembered forever. And it was remembered, but for all the wrong reasons. For months, thousands of volunteers worked day and night. They constructed a massive block-long mesh net over the city's public square to hold the balloons down. By Saturday, September 27th, a mountain of colors had formed right in the middle of the city. 1.5 million balloons pushing against the net, desperate to fly. A crowd of over 100,000 people gathered. News helicopters circled above. Everyone was smiling, waiting for the magical moment. At 1:50 p.m., the order was given. The net was released. For a few seconds, it was the most breathtaking sight in human history. A giant, colorful cloud rising around the skyscrapers. But physics and nature were about to turn this fairy tale into an absolute nightmare. Usually, helium balloons float high into the atmosphere, freeze, and shatter into tiny pieces. But on that specific day, a cold front was rolling into Cleveland. A storm was coming. The balloons hit the cold air and the rain. Instead of flying away into space, they lost their lift. All 1.5 million balloons began to fall back down onto the city. The sky went dark. The colorful cloud turned into a suffocating blanket covering everything. The local airport had to completely shut down its runways because planes couldn't see through the impenetrable wall of plastic. Highways turned into chaos. Drivers swerved and crashed as thousands of balloons aggressively slammed into their windshields. The city was paralyzed. But the true tragedy of the Balloonfest wasn't the traffic or the airport. It was happening out on the water. Earlier that day, 2 local fishermen had gone missing on Lake Erie. The Coast Guard immediately launched search and rescue helicopters. In normal conditions, spotting a bright orange life jacket or a human head bobbing in the dark water is difficult, but possible. But when the helicopters reached the lake, the rescue crews froze in horror. The surface of Lake Erie was completely covered by hundreds of thousands of floating balloons. From the sky, every single balloon looked exactly like a human head. Every reflection looked like a life jacket. It was an impossible illusion. The rescue team searched frantically, fighting through the massive synthetic field of colors, but they were entirely blind. Because of a world record attempt, the search had to be suspended. The 2 men were never found alive. What started as a beautiful dream ended in multi-million-dollar lawsuits, absolute chaos, and devastating loss. The 1986 Cleveland Balloonfest remains one of the most chilling examples of the butterfly effect, a reminder that even a million pieces of joy, when combined, can create an unstoppable disaster.